Hi, Alex Stephenson here with another M12 Swiss draft. I guess I should say I'm doing the Swiss drafts because I feel like it gives you more practice with the format because you don't just get eliminated if you lose, and it just gives you more exposure to the card set. And even though the prize payout's not as much, I still like it more. So uh, we've got Arachnus Spinner and Fireball in this pack, which are both really great picks. This one's kind of cool because with the Arachnus webs, I've never actually played Arachnus Spinner before, so I'm kind of feeling like I should actually pick this over Fireball. But God, Fireball in my first recorded draft came up pretty huge in a lot of games, and I'm not sure how many of those I'll get. But both of them are splashable. This one's rare. 5/7 reach for 6 is really good. Kind of tempted to take the Arachnus Spinner. But I don't know if I can stray away from the Fireball. This is actually a tough pick. I think I'm going to go with the Fireball again, actually. I really like Fireball a lot. Okay. Well, Shock is one that clearly stands out to me right away. I really like drafting red. Um, let's see. Other possibles. Banalish Veteran if I wanted to be a little more aggro. Get some white maybe. Giant Spider's great. Um, I've played Phantasmal Dragon before. It's okay. I mean, if you get one swing in with it, it's decent. I think for this pick, I'm just gonna go with the Shock. All right. Um, well, let's see. Basswood Gorger could just go big Vanilla Bomb that's splashable if I didn't want to do green. Um, what else kind of stands out? I guess we could, there's Alabaster Mage. I'm not too impressed with Alabaster Mage. Lifelink's okay. It's just not great. Divination's good. I like drawing cards is definitely great. Llanowar Elves, if I wanted to do green, um, is very powerful card for just ramping up. Even Fleetwing too. So this pack actually has some good cards. It's just not sure what color I want to commit to necessarily yet. I don't want to take the Goblin Warpaint. I'm just still not very big on auras in general. Warpaint being less impressive than Trollhide anyway. Same for Dark Favor. So I think one of the creatures of the Divination. I think I think Divination is a good pick here. Actually, if I do blue red again, yeah, that turned out to be a pretty good pick because now I can. Well, I guess I do have choices here. Okay, so if I pass this Arachnus web, I'm pretty sure whoever I'm passing to is just going to grab that up, and it's going to go great with their Arachnus Spinner. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Um, I'm not going to take it because of that. Skywinder Drake is definitely looking like a good pick again. I mean, it almost looks like I'm just doing the same strategy I was doing before, and that's okay. I mean, that strategy worked for me pretty well. Um, yeah, I think Drake looks good. I mean, Soren's Thirst obviously looks good here too. I hear Carnage Worm, isn't that great. It's just okay. Seems like it'd be an okay splashable card. I think I'm gonna go with the Drake here. I like it. 3/1, 3/1 flying for 3 is very good. Okay. Do I go for the Fling Active Treason trick again? Maybe. Otherwise, other picks are Cancel, Amphin Cutthroat, Unsummon. Those are all good. Mana Barbs, I don't feel like that would be very good in Limited. Maybe I'm wrong. I guess I've never played it in Limited, so I don't know. Arsonist is pretty good too, if I'm trying to do a Bloodthirsty thing again. I feel like Arsonist is actually pretty good. Possibly the pick here. If I decided I want to do more aggro, I think I might go with Arsonist on this. Um, so it's Arsonist, Fling, Cutthroat, Unsummon. I think on this one, I am gonna try out the Arsonist. I'm just gonna grab him up, try him out, see what I think of him. This is a great time to pick up a looter, and especially since there's nothing else in this pack that's really good for us anyway. Now that I feel like we're probably just gonna be doing red-blue again, I'm fine with grabbing up a looter here. Okay, so we have Rusted Sentinel if I want to get some more creatures. Ice Cage. Um, Ice Cage is okay. I didn't end up playing it in my last deck. Maybe I didn't give Tunneler enough of a chance last time. I looked over my last draft video, and there was a time I passed over a Goblin Tunneler for the Ice Cage. And maybe the Tunneler is actually the better pick, just to get an unblockable dude through for Bloodthirst. So I might do that, but I don't know if the Rusted Sentinel, because it's an uncommon, may be better. I think actually we'll go with the Sentinel. 4 mana, 3/4, nothing to scoff at. That's not bad. Well, I've got the Arsonist for the grenade, but that is just not enough. So I'm thinking out of this pack, it's either Grenade or Vandal. And Vandal is just fine. I think that's pretty good. Fine sideboard card. Possibly main deck if I'm not getting enough. So, okay, wow. It looks like this pack either had a lot of black or black is open. Well, none of these black cards are really impressive. Distress, pretty good. What do I want to take from this? I guess Distress is probably the best card in it. Mighty Leap is also a trick. Maybe we'll just take the trick away. That's fine. I could see someone citing that. I think Giant Spider is the best pick in this pack. And since it stops our Skywinder Drake pretty well, we'll just take him. Get him out of the way. Vastwood Gorger looks just fine here. He's big and vanilla. Possibly, if we don't get enough high-end creatures, I could see us splashing a couple forests for a Vastwood Gorger. It's not great, but it's okay. Coral Merfolk over Lightning Elemental. I think I'm actually going to do that. I've never really been impressed with Lightning Elemental. Maybe I don't give enough credit, but it just 4 mana for 1 toughness. I don't really like that. I guess, yeah, cancel. That's fine. Distress. Get that out of the way. Possibly if black was open, maybe Sorin's Thirst would have been the pick, but I don't think we saw any more black removal. Certainly didn't see any Doomblades or anything like that. Okay. Suture School's the rare. We're not going to be taking that. That's just not very good. Stormblood Berserker is standing out as the finest pick in this pack right now, since we have Arsonist for and we have some early stuff to get Bloodthirst online. So I'm pretty sure I'm just fine with taking Stormblood Berserker here and doing a blue-red weird draw card removal sort of bloodthirsty deck, and that's cool. Yep, Berserker. Ooh, Overrun is a very powerful card. It's weird that we were past that. Were we past that from the guy that took that would have taken the Arachnus Spinner? Maybe he didn't take it either. So let's look at this pack real quick. Gorehorn Minotaur. I'm right now. I'm feeling like that's just going to be the pick. Other choices would be Crown of Empires, really, and there's some good cards for our opponents in this pack. Unfortunately, Overrun is going to get grabbed up quick, and Gideon's Lawkeeper, and there's not really anything else we want that's probably going to get around. I very much doubt that. In fact, I'm like positive Crown of Empire is not going to make it around. But we're going to take the Gorehorn Minotaur here and be happy. That's a good card. Wow. Okay, another Gorehorn Minotaur or Blood Ogre. So this is actually kind of weird. Oh, Bell Tower Sphinx. This is loaded with stuff for us actually. Crown of Empire, Gorehorn, Blood Ogre, Bell Tower Sphinx. All of those are very good cards. I feel like Minotaur is the best over Blood Ogre, even though Blood Ogre is cheaper for the 3/3. I think paying that extra mana for a 5/5 is actually very good. So I would love even seeing like 3 Gorehorn Minotaurs is just good. Those 5/5 red for 4, that's hard to deal with. I mean, there's answers, but it's a beater, and it comes down fast. I like him. Okay, this is a great time to pick up an Outrage, I think. Not really a lot of other options. I mean, I could do Mind Unbound, but I feel like, that'd be better for control, since it's 6 mana investment, and then it takes turns to get online. It's not a very aggro card at all, and I'm definitely feeling like we are already, after, on pack 2, we're already very aggro. We're gonna take the outrage here. Be very happy with that. That's a good pick. Okay. Active treason, great for aggro. Get a blocker out of the way. Attack with that guy. So I'm thinking, yep, that's just the best pick in here. Other option, another Manic Vandal. I think we're fine with just one. Or negate, but active treason the best pick. Okay, so do we get a third Gorehorn Minotaur? I think we actually do, and I think that's just fine. It'd be nice to get some more blue flyers. Some more Skywinder Drakes would be really good. They are just really good for Bloodthirst activation. The evasion with the high power just works really well with it. We're going to take another Minotaur, though, and that's fine. I think we're probably good at 3 now, though. Not sure if we want too many more than that. So, a couple choices here. Another active treason, Coral Merfolk, Divination. Since we are aggro, the Coral Merfolk is okay, but I'm not sure if it's better than active treason, especially since we can look for some flings now. Now that we already, if I picked up a second one, we could definitely look for a fling, and that would be great. So I think I'm going to do that. I really like active treason fling. I think that's just an awesome 2-card combo way, 2-card synergistic way to take guys out. Lava Axe, I think we don't have a 5-drop anyway. Lava Axe would be great here. I haven't played Bang Chuckers. Flipping coins is not something I like. It's just a little too sketchy for me. Cancel's not looking like what our deck's going to be doing, especially the double blue. Once again, Elemental, I mean, especially since we already have the 4 drops, we're going to pick the Lava Axe here. Let's see, Slaughter Cry is a trick. Not a bad one. Fiery Hellhound's another beater. We're looking like we're pretty red intensive at this point. Like, I'm pretty sure we're not going to be playing this cancel. We're going to be splashing blue for the stuff that we're playing. So I'm okay with doing Fiery Hellhound, actually. I think that's okay. Do I want it over the Slaughter Cry? Yeah, I think that's okay to do it over the Slaughter Cry. Okay, this pack doesn't really have anything for us. Probably, I don't mind if they play Divine Favor. A Stampeding Rhino is probably the best pick out of the pack, so I'll just take that. Take that away from somebody. Goblin Piker it would actually be good. I think we actually need some more 2-drops, so Piker is the pick here. Warpaint, maybe I'll pick up a Warpaint. That's okay. I might play it, maybe. Give it a try. I don't really like auras, but it's okay. We'll take the, let's see, we'll take the trick away. Take that away. Okay, let's hope for a bomb red or blue rare. Titans would be great. Okay, let's see. Ooh, it's got, looking at an Oblivion Ring. That is a great card. That makes me wish we were playing white a little bit. But this really, unfortunately, does not have a lot of good options for us. Bonebreaker Giant, a pretty unimpressive vanilla red creature. That looks like it might be the best pick. It's either that or a Slaughter Cry. Really, very few cards for us. I mean, I guess I could first pick a sideboard card, but I'm not sure if I like that. It's actually Flash Freeze is pretty good against us, and I don't feel like I'm going to be playing Bonebreaker Giant, so I might just be first picking the Flash Freeze here, and it's going to be our sideboard card. It's a good sideboard card against us, and might come up big for us. So I guess I'm okay with taking that. Getting an Incinerate is great. That is almost absolutely the pick here. It's either that or a Chasm Drake, and I mean, Incinerate I think is just going to be the pick here, and we're happy with that. Also Swiftfoot Boots, good, but Incinerate, yeah, it's just a great card. Grenade, we just don't have enough goblins, I don't think. We've got, what, 2? That is just not enough to justify doing Grenade. We're going to be passing another Arachnus Web. Frost Breath I think is actually looking like the pick here. We are aggro, and Frost Breath works much better in an aggro deck. So I think Frost Breath, and I'm pretty sure we're going to be playing that too. So that's the pick here. Let's hide this for now. I don't mind getting another Arsonist. I like the idea that it can kill something with 2 toughness or kill 2 things with 1 toughness. And people are, they're timid about blocking it because uh, they don't want, 2 things to die if they have, or 1 thing to die if it has 1 toughness. That's important to them, like a looter on their side. And at the same time, if they don't block it, it's giving you your bloodthirst. I think Arsonist is actually a good card and the pick here. Do I get another Arsonist? I think that's okay. We're looking pretty aggro. We are looking pretty aggressive here with the 3 Gorehorn Minotaurs. We're gonna be pumping big creatures out. So it's either that or the Greatsword, and that might make our smaller dudes more useful. But it's pretty clunky for aggro to be 3 and 3, 3 mana play it, 3 mana investment. Let's take another Arsonist. That's okay. Let's get some more Bloodthirst activators. It looks like I wasn't able to get any flings, and I'm not sure I'm going to be able to. Creatures without flying. I feel like that's a pretty decent trick, actually. Do I pick up a 3rd Active Treason? I feel like I could. There's not really... I never really feel like Active Treason's a bad card. If they have a creature sack outlet, like Devouring Swarm or something, you just play it on that and they sack it to themselves. No, maybe not. They might let you just get a... No, they definitely would, actually, because then you would take it, attack, and then sacrifice it. So, at the very least, it just straight up kills Devouring Swarm, which is good. So, it's either that or Divination. Let's take another Divination, actually. I think 2 Active Treason for now is probably pretty good. Phantasmal Bear, I think, is going to be the pick here. We'll just get some... We're looking pretty aggro here. Lava Axe would be the other pick. And that's actually a pretty close call, but I like just having a lot of turn 1 options. I think that's good. Ooh, it's either Aether Adept or Frost Breath. I'm thinking we're not playing this cancel now. I've decided we're gonna be more just soft splashing blue. I don't think we're doing the. I'm pretty sure we're not doing the green either. We might even be able to get away with 16 lands because of the curve tops out at what, 5. So I don't think I want to do the double blue for Aether Adept, even though it is a very good card. I just don't think we're blue enough. I'd like to get away with as little blue as possible, actually. And Frost Breath is a very good pick anyway, so I'll take that. 2 Frost Breath in this deck is going to come up huge, I think. Let's see. Nothing really standing out to me as good in this. Could just take another late game guy, but... we're looking good on creatures, honestly. I mean, I think I'm playing all my creatures. Maybe not the Manic Vandal. Is this better than the Manic Vandal? Maybe. Do I want to do Slaughter Cry? Possibly. We'll take a Bonebreaker Giant. We don't have a lot of top end anyway, so... do I want to take another Bonebreaker Giant? Probably not. Greater Basilisk is actually pretty good against us, and I'd rather not go head-to-head with that, so I'm going to take that away. I don't really care if they play Brindle Boar. Reclaim Taste of Blood's an awful card. We'll take the 3rd Mighty Leap, so... Fiery Hellhound, I think, is a fine pick here. Now that I've decided to go very heavy red, that's just a fine pick. We'll take away a Stonehorn Dignitary. More of just an annoyance than anything, the Dignitary is. Angel's Mercy. I guess I could have took a land there, because I don't care if they play Angel's Mercy. Okay, so... this deck looks pretty good, actually. Pretty aggressive. And let's see how we're going to build this. It looks like I'm going to have to cut. I might just go with 17 lands. So let's see here. Lava Axe is in. Fireball's in. These are in. Shock clearly. Incinerate. Start organizing here. Arsonists are good. We'll take early creatures. This is definitely a deck, if you didn't notice already, that's going to want to play first. Because we are very aggressive. We didn't get any flings, which is a little unfortunate, but 3 Gorehorn Minotaurs I feel is very, very good. So let's start doing the blue now. So we've got bears. Looter's just fine. Um, Probably, let's just set those aside for now, because I think the frost breaths are more important. I definitely want to play Skywinder Drake. I like that. So, are we looking at... Okay, we have 13 creatures, so I want more creatures. I want this to be a pretty creature-heavy deck. I guess that means that I'm not going to be playing the Divinations. Are there any creatures that I could trade for like a Rusted Sentinel or a Bonebreaker Giant? You know, I actually still think I can get away with 16 lands in this deck, so I might put in, let's see, Divination, maybe. I'd like 15 creatures, I think, so I might go with the Rusted Sentinel on this one. I'd like to have, just a line of, I'd love to just have creatures coming out every turn. That is the goal. And then any creatures he's playing, we're just killing or stealing and swinging in, tapping down. That's going to be the strategy I'm using here. I think we're okay with 16 lands, honestly. I think that's just fine. We have enough early creatures. So let's do lands. What are they going to suggest for us? 12 and 4. Wow, that's weird. That's a weird suggestion on their part. I definitely want more islands than that. I think we're probably going to do 9-7. Because I still would like to play Phantasmal Bear first turn. And I definitely want to make sure I have that double red. And Hellhounds need that red for ammo, so they were getting pumped up. So it's either 9-7 or 10-6. I'm not quite sure. 10-6. Is that going to be 6 islands? Is that going to be enough? I'm playing so much red where I think I can get away with 6 islands and be okay with that. So I think 10-6 is just fine. Because that'll be better for the Hellhounds. And I really want to make sure that I have double red. Because I guess the only real double red cards are Gorehorn Minotaurs and Fiery Hellhounds and a Chandra's Outrage. That's not a ton. Maybe I can do... I think I'm actually going to put one more island in. I think we're going to do 9-7. So, yeah, I think this deck looks good. I'm excited to try this out. And we'll see you round 1.